Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie and today is the quarterly release for Not Too Shabby and we got lots of goodies here, so let's get into it. Starting off, they give us a cute little card here. It gives all the social media information about Not Too Shabby and how to share your creations. And then we have these beautiful enamel dots. I love these enamel dots. They're the perfect little point of bling. This is the Denim and Coffee quarterly release. So a lot of these items are under that Denim and Coffee title, like this ephemera pack. Oh, we're going to get into all of that. I will show all the pieces. And then we have a new sentiments set from Teresa. This is the brew-tiful sentiment, and there's a lot of fun ones here. Perk up sunshine, sipping into a cozy day, bean thinking of you. And of course, this goes with her one and done die set, so you can stamp it all in one go and then cut out all the sentiments in one at once with the die set. So, and then we have the beautiful Denim and Coffee paper, and we are going to go ahead and open that and show off all the different pattern papers. And I love these papers, guys. There are 12 different designs. There is 4 of each design, and of course it is double-sided. So like I said, you got 4 sheets here. And then on the other side, we have these beautiful denim. I love that. A lot of tone on tone and some busier patterns, so a little bit of a mix here. On the back of the glitter, we have coffee beans on the blue. We have some beautiful florals in this pack. And then we have some plaid patterns. We have that same beans on a cream color background, and then a brown glitter paper, which is gorgeous. I love this pattern paper. It has little like stitching detail on it, and I just love that so much. And then some watercolor, and then we have some stripes with a little polka dots, and then we have some more florals and a bonus little sheet here. These look like coffee stains on it. And you get 1 sheet of that. And then I'm going to bring out all the little ephemera pieces. I am speeding up this part of the video, of course, because I want you to see all the different ones there are, but I don't want you to have to sit here for 5 minutes. I love the little mouse. Isn't he so cute? Oh, everything breakfast and coffee cozy you can think of. All the little cakes here. Of course, we have to have our girls there. I love that. And we have a lot of mirrored images this time. So if you see duplicates, it's most likely mirrored. And that's great for like Dutch doors, journaling, all kinds of fun stuff. I love the camera. Oh my gosh, I love the camera. And then of course there's a few little scenes. There's some butterflies, little pieces of coffee beans, all kinds of coffee related items. And I am here for it. So let's go ahead and make a card. So I'm going to bring in the brown glitter, that watercolor. We're going to be bringing in the one and done die, because I'm going to show you what you can use with this die. It's not just for cutting out sentiments, it's also for making the cards. And then I think I'm going to use one of these for the background, but we're going to go ahead and cut out all 3 of those, actually 4 of those patterns. We're just going to cut about 3 of those strips out of each one. So here are my strips. As you can see, I did actually do 4 of those pattern papers, but yes, I aim for about 3 of each one. So I didn't cut the full sheet. So keep that in mind. You only need a few. And what's left over today, we may be using in a future card. Hint, hint, hint. Shh. Okay, so I'm bringing in some dark blue ink. This is Simon Says Stamps Night ink. And I'm just inking up my sentiment stamp set here, because again, this is one and done. I will actually press it a couple times just because it is brand new and I didn't prep it well. And then it kept my ink is a little bit too juicy, so it was struggling a little bit. And I kept having to wipe some of it off so it didn't smear, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and press down evenly all over this stamp, and as you can see, I didn't quite get it all over. And it does take a couple presses for me to get a good, clear, readable sentiment. So as you can see, it comes out so pretty though. Fueled by faith and coffee, thankful, blessed, and coffee obsessed. I'm here for it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and line up the dye that is coordinating with this stamp set and run it through my dye machine. I do go front and back just to make sure I'm getting a good cut. And as you can see, they came out beautifully. And now I have a whole bunch of sentiments, and I only had to do like a couple minutes of time. So I'm here for it. So I'm going to bring in that same dark blue ink, and I'm just going to ink around my edges here. This pattern paper, the denim, is in 4 by 5 1/4 because I like to have a little bit of white border on my cards, and I'm just going to ink all the way around the edge. And then I am bringing in my tape runner adhesive here. We're going to go ahead and run it down all 4 sides and then a diagonal across the middle, and we'll get that pattern paper lined up so that there's an even white border of my card base all around that denim paper. And then we're going to bring in our strips. So I'm only going to end up using the brown glitter strips and then the blue and brown watercolor strips, and we're going to kind of create a weaving pattern. So the bottom one is going over, under, over. The next one up is under, over, under, and then the top one is over, under, over again. And we're going to create just this little weave here with those strips, and we're going to push it all the way, like more towards the left instead of right in the middle, because of course we're going to create a lovely little ephemera scene. If you've been with me very long with Not Too Shabby, I do love to use lots of ephemera on my cards. I love to create little scenes with them, and we need the room to do that. So I'm taking some removable tape and I'm picking up all those pieces, and I'm going to put liquid glue on everything. This makes it easier on me to be able to kind of adjust as I press it down, and then for the most part, the little strips will stay where they're supposed to. At least that's the plan here. So I'm gonna let that glue get pressed down a little bit. We're adjusting as we're needing because we're trying to keep it as straight as possible. And then I'm just going to lift up that tape gently, and then I lost one of them, so just kind of adjust as needed. That's why we use the liquid glue, to give us some time to move them a little bit. I am going to bring in my T ruler here just to make sure that I'm getting these straight. I struggle with that, but it's okay. Homemade, not Hallmark. As long as it's done, it's good enough. And I do love how this card came out, but I am kind of making sure that my lines are decently parallel and perpendicular for all of them there. And then I am going to put some acrylic blocks on these just to really make sure that the glue is adhering well, because this is a bit of a glossy paper, and I want to make sure that since we're doing some layers there, that it all adheres well. So here's my little scene. Okay, so we need the coffee beans in that little glass jar. We need the little mouse in his pile of coffee beans. We're bringing in one of the floral clusters there, and then we are going to need that one little cluster of coffee beans that are by itself. So we're going to create some dimension here. So we're going to glue the glass jar that's full of the beans behind the mouse. We're going to go ahead and set that on the bottom strip because that's kind of our base there. We're also going to glue the flowers down, and we're going that kind of to the bottom left hand corner of the mouse. We're kind of creating a diagonal on our cards for our eye to follow. And then I am going to bring in my foam tape here. This is about 2 millimeters. And I'm going to put some foam tape behind the mouse because we're going to pop him up because he is the star of our show here. He's so cute. Now, I say that about critters from Not Too Shabby and in the ephemera packs. I love all the critters, but I swear if a mouse was actually in my coffee beans, I would not think it was cute. I'd probably be screaming for my husband. So this mouse is cute because he's in his own coffee beans that aren't mine. So it's okay. We're just going to cut a couple strips here, making sure that he's fully supported. We're going to get foam behind both of his ears and around his base here. And then I'm just going to cut out a very thin one to fill in that middle because we don't want him bending at all. And since he is on a few different layers of paper that aren't even, we want to make sure that he's fully supported there. So we're just going to go ahead and remove all the release paper from our foam tape. And then we're going to go ahead and press him down. And he's so cute. But again, only on cards is the mouse cute, not in my actual coffee beans. So I am going to bring in the Thankful, Blessed, and Coffee Obsessed because I love this sentiment. And I was kind of seeing where I wanted it to go and fit. And I did decide I'm going to cut off that right hand portion. Because I want it coming from the right side. And then I want it kind of right under the lower blue strip, but I want to still see the bottom tips of the brown glitter, if that all makes sense. So we're going to make sure that it lines up where it has kind of the similar spacing of the blue strips, but we're going to make sure that it still fits with the brown tips of the glitter pattern paper there. And then we're going to bring in our little coffee beans here that kind of fell away from the mouse. They're going to go down in the right hand corner. And then of course we're going to bring in some bling. Now we're going to use 3 different colors of bling. We're going to use that light blue color. And I'm just kind of figuring out where I want it. I'm using one of the big ones, and then I'm going to use a medium size of the lightest tan color, and then I'm going to use the smallest size of the darkest brown. And we're just going to create a little triangle there at the bottom of our card. And then we're going to bring in the middle color brown and the blue here. So actually, we ended up using 4 different colors of the bling because why not? I'm going to put that little last blue one on top of that coffee jar, and that is my card today. So definitely check out all the information about the quarter release going on today down in the description box below. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.